Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need shadow read from this, your full moon in Scorpio, to new moon in Taurus, then it goes Void of course, and then it goes into Gemini. We'll talk about it in May 2023. I am your reader. Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, they are my initials. I am a professional witch. I am a professional intuitive. I am the president of Drawing the Circle production since 1998, just yesterday, May 1st, our 25th anniversary. We'll talk about it at the end of the video. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There's a Kindle version of it, and that's available in a link in the description box. You can click that link and preview it for free and catch some of the prayers, practices, and principles that have kept me in business as a professional witch and more for way more than 25 years. It is broken down into chakra chapters. There are chakras in this read, so you might find it helpful. But that's the Kindle version. The original version is like a Fellini movie compared to the Kindle version, and some of my subscribers over on Patreon get that. Not all of them, some of them. There's a menu. We have 8 different levels of subscription at the time of this recording. Seeker, Human, Hero, Angel, Witch, Immortal, Mystic, and God Goddess, which is the top tier. They get everything, $20 USD a month, loving that. But even the Seeker and all of them, all the way up, Seeker $3, all the way up, they get 3 things in common. Number 1, they get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s on YouTube. There are a lot of them. Path of True Love read with extended, and the Romantic Soulmate Contract reads extended, and some of them are juggernauts, some of them go over an hour. I really dive deep. They also get me pretty much every morning. It is rare I miss a day sending them an unlisted YouTube live stream link to what we like to call over on Patreon the daily check-in. They chat with me this way, typity type, talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always a little prayer, a little blessing, a little meditation, a little something to send us on our way. And it's my favorite way to start the day because it gets me ready for everything else, and I love it. There's one other thing that they get, and there's another video you could check for that. All of my patrons get a discount for private sessions with me, spiritual counseling, and of course readings, Zoom, etc. So click the link, check it out. $3 a month, you get quite the discount. Oh, and it was the Scorpio sister of mine who's probably watching this who suggested that. And I love your guts for it. So click the link, check it out, look at the menu, see if anything calls to you, and come Patreon on Patreon. Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons. I'm the Archangel of Lyons. Get it right, Angelo Lyons. But Scorpios usually just call me Mal. Hi, except my brother. Don't expect him to. Shall we? Let's get down to the business at hand. Let's do the explanation for the new Scorpios and crosswatchers, and then we'll get into the divination. An 8-card draw. 1 card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about really anything at all. But we're looking at a 2-week period, a waning moon from your full moon in Scorpio to the new in Taurus, etc., to help you release, let go, do the alchemy, the language of spiritual alchemy, release the 3 atoms that exist in between lead, which is heavier than gold, symbolically speaking, to do your shadow work, to release what no longer serves over a 2-week period. And oh, what a 2-week period is. I am a Virgo sun sign. I do have a clipboard. So we're looking at an eclipse, by the way, a full moon eclipse in Scorpio on Friday, Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, 1:34 p.m. Now, I've been saying it. From the 5-card draw, what do I need reads, which are for the beautiful newtifuls, I like to call them. Someone's getting their stuff touched. I mean, come on. Venus, the day of Venus day, vendredi, mon ami, right? Venus's day. And an eclipse with a Scorpio moon. Woo, wee doggy. That's going to be some weekend, particularly if there's tequila involved in Scorpios, and then we let go, and the moon rides at her peak. Then ye hearts desire seek, and then prepare for 2 weeks of letting go, doing the alchemy, releasing. It's gardening season here for me, so I'm going to be out in the garden, right, during this waning moon, clearing some weeds, seeing what stays, seeing what goes, right, letting go, because those three atoms in between lead and gold cannot be created or destroyed, only changed, transformed, transmuted, released, whatever you want to call it, and that's what these reads are for, and that will bring you to the new moon in Taurus, your opposite sign, fixed earth to your fixed water, and that's going down on the 19th of May, 11:53 a.m. Now that's lovely, right? Hit that, because at 1:51 p.m. it goes void, of course, then goes into Gemini. 2:48 p.m., which you got to admit is chatty, right? Self-expressive. It's going to be a wild weekend, just my take on that. In between those two dates of note, Venus is going into Cancer. That will trine a Scorpio something sooner or later on the 7th of May. Mercury goes direct 11:17 p.m. I even wrote down the time on the 14th of May. And interestingly enough, your opposite sign of Taurus, Jupiter, is entering that. So that will oppose you, but it's a complementary opposite. It's water and earth, so that's good. And that happens on May 16th. So really, a rather lovely 2-week period, particularly with that Mercury going direct, to help you get some clarity on what you need to let go of, right? On all of these different levels. It is a general read. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. Your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs might have very, very different approaches to the same process of releasing, or maybe you have 4 different areas of your garden, as it were, to weed the alchemy. We got a lot to hit the table, so I think that's enough for explanation, except to say, cross-watchers. Yes, you have the opportunity to get some insight and understanding, some sympathy and some empathy for the Scorpios you are cross-watching for. But if you apply some of this, maybe the Whispers of Lord Ganesh mantra, Oracle info, right? Or the healing mantra from Matt Kahn, or you'll see the Archangel Fire Oracle, any of this stuff that you do within yourself, in your own energy fields, your own chakras, you're going to be serving and helping the Scorpio collective, doing your own shadow work as well, and not just the one you're cross-watching for, but all of the Scorpio collectives. And that's what we're really learning here, is that the illusion of separation is just that, an illusion. We are all one, so as one of us releases the lead, we get a more golden timeline in our life percentage-wise, and we step into a timeline that is more peaceful than painful, healthier than toxic. You'll hear it in the prayers as I go with these cards. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath, if you will, and I will do my best. I love Scorpios. My older brother, one of my older brothers, is a Scorpio, so, you know, I got the love for all of y'all. I've had a lot of Scorpio lovers throughout my life as well. So let's have at it, the shift from all that explanation, which I'm glad to do and needs to be done every single reading. It's just how it is here in General Reads on YouTube, to the divination that literally I am contracted, destined to be in this life. That shift happens in the still point, and since you're fixed water, I'm sure you'll be able to feel it. Please take a nice deep breath. And here we go. Still point. Indeed. Using the Caroline Mace archetype cards, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and who were guided, drawn, called to this reading. Pantheons of the divine, what is the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra, hovering over the head of the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers, reason, season, or a lifetime, sending down the codes to all the chakras, shifting what they attract and what they repel in their electromagnetic field, so they have the opportunity to no longer delay what cannot be prevented, to develop the soul power indicated from shadow to light, from lead to gold, from pain to peace, from toxic to healthy, from dark to light, from perdition to pain, from poverty to prosperity, from Tartarus to transcendence, from heaven to hell, helping everyone on planet Earth do the same. This, their full moon to new in May 2023, the visionary archetype, a creative family archetype, and I'm so freaking happy for you. However, all archetypes are neutral. No matter how good they sound is how toxic they are. No matter how toxic they sound is how magnificent they are when alchemized. The visionary archetype, the shadow attribute and the light attribute, I call that the lead and the gold. Those three atoms are in there. The lead, if you will, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. And I can't. I tried. I threw my back out. Just nope. The answer was no on that. I have the visionary. You can have it a reason, season, or lifetime. Mine comes in seasons, but they come so quick because of what I do for a living, so I can draw upon it wherever. The gold you are shooting for here, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Oh, please. That feels like that is my whole life. Willingness, throat chakra, to proclaim a vision regardless of personal gain. And honey, I've been doing this a very, very, very long time. Yeah, I think I got some gold visionary, so I bet I can relate. I have no planets in well, I do. I have Neptune in Scorpio. I'm Generation X. Most of us do. That explains a lot. Let's look at the next four chakras down. The Daughters of the Moon Tarot, a feminist goddess deck, because it's the feminine energy, the internal world, the world behind your eyes, heart, third eye crown. And creative family archetype, it is also your creative intuition, the alchemical laboratory. Third chakra minimum, though, your choice, willpower, spit, swallow, or chew. Do you want to delay that which can't be prevented? Another way my guides say that to me is, how many times do you want to keep coming back for this? I'm like, none. They're like, then do it. I'm like, okay, breathe. Okay. Still point. Oh, yes, indeed. As I call upon my goddesses of water, the sign of Scorpio, powers of the West, please, beloved goddesses of fixed water, 8th house dynamic, money, sex, power, mysticism, the occult, the occluded. What have you got for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video? Drawn to this reading, beloved goddesses. What do they need to be aware of? Heart, their third eye crown, internal feminine energy to alchemize the visionary in the 8th. This, their full moon in Scorpio, new moon in Taurus, then void of course, then Gemini, almost. This month of May 2023. Ah, you got a court card, but I think you'll like it. You have a court card, you know, in the regular tarot here, they are reinterpreted. This is the Libra card, all right? So if you have any planets in Libra, have a look for sure. But when it's a court card on the inside, the way I read it, it talks about the house dynamic and the zodiacal power, in this case of Libra. 7th house, ruled by Venus, the mother of Blade, Skadi, ice giantess, Norse mythology, and that would be the king of swords in traditional tarot. Now I will say, if we're talking heart, third eye crown, which one would be dominant with that? Well, that depends. Scorpios can communicate. They do communicate, depending on, you know, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, all of that. But I'm going to go for sure, if not third chakra, then third eye, right? Creative air, cardinal air. Interesting. And of course, it can be about love, about balance. Oh, all that 7th house dynamic, right? Just as the scales, right? One-on-one relationships, partnerships, marriage. But partnerships and marriage, maybe outside of the romantic. This is a creative archetype. Now, it doesn't mean you can't get visionary in your scorpionic downtime with a friend and or friends, as you so choose. But that's where we're going to have a look-see-ducksy at the lower 3 chakras using Mercury's still retrograde. Breathe, Mark, and slow the fuck down. The lower three chakras, the masculine energy, your relationships in the physical world, you looking at yourself from the outside in, or you from the inside out, looking at people, places, and things to help you alchemize this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Gotcha. As I call upon my gods of water, the sign of Scorpio, powers of the West, please, gods of deep, focused, fixed water. One card in clarity, please, for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and drawn to this shadow read. What do they need to be aware of? Lower three chakras, outside in, inside out, relationships in the world, so they can alchemize. The visionary in the 8th, with Libra on the inner. This, their full to new, the Chariot. All right. This can be a place that you are in your life, harnessing your inspiration and your motivation to move forward at a rapid pace. Now, it's good that you got that Libra on the inside for balance, just saying, right? The light horse on this side represents inspiration. Oh, I want to do that. I'm so excited. The dark horse represents the motivation. Oh, that's what I got to do to do it, right? The carrot and the stick, right? Very emotional, usually considered a Cancerian card, the sign of Cancer, 4th house dynamic, but this is Aries. This is the Greek god Aries, the god of war, son of Hera and Zeus. He is hot and he's passionate. And Virgos, so are you. Now, I will say, this could be someone charging at you too, right? Outside in, inside out. Only you can know that. But what's interesting, we got Venus and Aries, right? Venus and Aries, Aphrodite and Aries here. So this could be a romantic thing, but who knows, maybe not. This could be really harnessing your creative air with your creative archetype there on the inner and charging ahead. Could be, could be, could be. Let's keep going. We're going to remove some obstacles here with the help of the whispers of Lord Ganesh. Ganesh is the Hindu elephant-headed god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles, and I have been cultivating and loving my relationship with Lord Ganesh since 1998. I met the Ishaya monks, I-S-H-A-Y-A. They came to my house when we first started the company, did a first sphere workshop. They're still doing them. They're no longer as centralized. They're sort of spread all over the world, so if you run across one, they have websites and all that too. So let's talk to Lord Ganesh and see what he's got to say. I love him. He always has a good sense of humor with me. And I am the fun one that gets the job done. Still point. As I call to the beloved Lord Ganesh, god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles, please, beloved one, what is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your oracle message to help the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers? Oh, I want to snuggle up. Watching this video, drawn to this reading. What do they need to alchemize? The visionary in the 8th, Libra on the inner, Chariot on the outer. This, there, full to new, May 2023. Inner knowing. There you go. There you go. That's my Scorpies. Inner knowing, right? Oh, and it is the image that they use in the book, right? Inner knowing. Eyes closed. Oh, sitting in still fixed water. Right, perfect. Yeah, you lotus eaters. Card number 17. Sorry, Greek myth should be my first language. Kind of is. Inner knowing. Let's, where'd Mr. Magnifying Glass go? All right, I'm going to have to wing it, folks. Oh, no, there you are. Thank you, spirit guides. Please take a nice deep breath. Card number 17, inner knowing. You have a place inside you that holds your most significant answers. Work. Within each of us lies our intuitive knowing. Motivation and ideas are present. Okay, there we go. We've got the Chariot card represented there for sure, right? Motivation and ideas are present, yet untapped in this space within us. So that's finding the cardinal air of Libra on the inside, bringing that into balance. It's really a unity of the heart, the third eye, and the throat, right? Because it is creative, and you're probably going to put this out into the world. Hi, Milky. Hi, sweetheart. What you want? I mean, I know what... This is my youngest cat, Milky, or head bonking the crap out of my ankle right now. And I know what he wants, what he really, really wants, and it's zig-a-zig-ah, and that is highly subjective. I've been waiting to say that all day. I knew he was going to come bonk. And figures, your opposite sign. Here, come sit. Come lay down with mama. Lay down, go CP. He's not going to. Please pardon the feline intervention. It happens on the regular around here. So, within each of us lies this intuitive knowing. Motivation and ideas are present, yet untapped in this space within us. The spark of the divine waits patiently for us to tune in and retrieve our guidance. Waiting patiently. Gotta love that. This is a time of soul searching. You are in a phase of introspection where you are drawing your attention and focus inward and looking for guidance within. You have a strong need to understand, not just at the surface level, but also to really know why things are unfolding in the manner that they are. You now have access to the inner knowing that the truth and acceptance you seek is within you. This is a perfect time to take a step back from your day-to-day life and deeply contemplate your motivations, personal principles, and values. Seek the truth. Work with Ganesh and see that through meditation, consideration, and self-assessment, the opportunity to evaluate your direction and personal goals awaits you. Your priorities may shift as you develop a deeper perspective. Take this opportunity for some much needed alone time. Scorpio, 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 right? And they're bringing to mind the Gaga, Lady Gaga. I forget, she's got to have Scorpio somewhere in her, right? Like when she goes into creative mode, like she disappears, but she comes and it's hell for her apparently. And I get it, you know, it's the alchemical process. You know, cookie dough don't like becoming a cookie until it's a cookie. It's a good metaphor. Thank you, Matt Kahn. So this inner knowing that you have, that faith in yourself, that balance within to receive a vision. Now, maybe you are full-on Scorpio mystic. I'm sure some of you may be following me wherever. And then know that, like, mystics come when you're ready. I mean, and what can you do to get ready, right? You take, okay, this is what I want, my inspiration, this is what I got to do, knowing that we ultimately don't know. Bringing that into balance inside yourself in an inner knowing, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, but let's keep going. Okay, alrighty, let's get you a Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. I love these mantras. I write all of mine down and use them, waxing and waning, all four, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I lock them into jewelry, you know, whatever works. The perfect healing mantra. We have a visionary archetype in the creative family, so we're going to talk to the ascended masters of creation and creativity. And that's a lot of them. Getting on. Ah, please slow down and take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah. Card number 5. As I call upon the ascended masters of creativity and creation for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, guided to this reading, one would think, what is the perfect healing mantra to help them alchemize the visionary in the 8th with Libra in the inner, Chariot on the outer, removing obstacles by going within to their inner knowing, their full to new May 2023. Untangling neglect. I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire. Now look, I got that mantra a lot, right? Self-approval is tricky. Like, finding the language for it was tricky. And I go back to Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life, came out in the 80s. I had it in the original Rainbow Heart softcover. How long I've been doing this. And she said, just tell yourself 100 times a day, silently or aloud, I approve of myself. So I put it to the tune of When the Saints Come Marching In, because it works. I approve of myself. You know, and it feels goofy as hell, particularly, I'm sure, for a Scorpio, for like the first bunch of times. But then, you know, find your own tune for it. I don't know, pick something from INXS. It's a very Scorpio band. Oh, I miss Michael Hutchins. He's a spirit guide. He's lovely. So, you know, taking the time to give yourself all the approval you desire, that untangles a lot of stuff. The wounds of neglect are one of the 4 ego wounds. So it's only the ego, what's written in to the stuff that we picked up that was written in before we ever drew breath in this life. So to untangle that, those tangled webs, where do we weave when first we practice to deceive? Well, that's when you first practice to deceive. Scorpios, you do tend to get better at it. Oh, shit. Read! Shade! Ooh, shady shadow read. I love you all, right? You know that. Untangling neglect. Please don't hit me. I have an older brother who's Scorpio. I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire. Get a magic mirror. I did. When neglect is untangled, you are no longer turning to outside sources for constant reassurance and validation. Gee, I don't know, like an inner knowing or something. Could be. Instead, you're going within the depths of your own heart to notice the parts of yourself that require the presence of your attention. In nurturing yourself in this way, you step forward as the first responder to each wound, concern, and desire. Because sometimes we desire things and there's opposition within our own patterning. Can you imagine? That's why alchemy is a thing. From this space, there becomes less of a likelihood of attracting relationships where further neglect occurs, because it's harder to catch than abuse, honestly. It is. Simply because you have accepted your role as the one who nurtures the innocence within you. So I know it's hard to believe, Scorpios, but at your core, there is this innocent soul, the traveler. You hear it all the time in paganism. Hail the traveler when somebody crosses. Well, it's the immortal soul. Totally innocent and experiences our lifetimes in a linear timeline. But the higher self experiences all of your lifetimes simultaneously. So what does that tell you about how we see things down here? Go within. This mantra is ideal for building self-confidence, particularly in terms of bringing your visionary stuff into the world, right? Surviving codependency, which is one of them other ego wounds, often the chains that bind in the devil card, and healing neediness. So that's the thing. That part of us that is needy. Needy for attention, needy for love, needy for approval. Think about untangling that. You could do that a little bit every day over a 2-week period. Bring yourself into balance using the third eye. Maybe not talking about it, but certainly stoking the fire of that Aries in the chariot there. Either you going for it or someone coming for you. Untangling neglect. I love this reading. Bello, bella, molto bella. Let's talk to the animal pantheon with the Divine Animals Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Everyone has spirit animals and totems. They're not quite the same thing. That's a conversation for another day. But it is my favorite pantheon, the Animal Kingdom pantheon. So let's see what they got to say. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Now I hear Elton John, Circle of Life in my head. Okay. I call to the beloved pantheons of the animal kingdom, to the spirit animals and totems for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers, lower back, just shifted. Second chakra, watching this video, drawn to this reading, please, beloved ones, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, offering them the guidance, the grace, the wisdom, the power, the protection, and the oracle message to help them alchemize the visionary in the eighth, Libra on the inner, chariot on the outer, inner knowing, removing obstacles, untangling neglect, taking the time to give themselves all the approval they desire. This, their full to new May 2023. We got the sea otter. That's 2 in a row. Libra just got this one, and I screwed it up. I said I thought The Secret of Rowan Inish is a beautiful movie, but I got selkies and otters confused. Although This is another opportunity to make a Benedict Cumberbatch reference, so let's dive in. Oh my god. Well, fortunately for him, he is married to a beautiful woman with beautiful children, and that house wrecking thing I left back in the AOL days in the 90s, so let's move on. Transformation. Whoa, there's your thing. Scorpio, Pluto, Lord Hades, the god of death, the god of transformation. Not shocked, not shook at all. You might be, but don't be, because this is what you incarnated to do. Because sea otters are wicked fun. I've seen videos of people in hot tubs. Like, you go to this place with a hot tub, but they put like otters in it with you. Not the Cumberbatch, but you know, I'll live. I don't want to disrupt his life. I don't want to break up his marriage. I don't want to have to keep coming back to this world. There are other worlds. Sea otter. Transformation. Transformation is a true constant if we allow it. We can change our future and learn from our past. Really, if you got anything going. Oh, and the Libra read. Oh my God, Libra. Yeah, okay, got it. Because they got unhooking the past. You got untangling neglect. Unhooking the past is nothing to regret when I learn from my past. Just saying. We should only try to transform ourselves, not somebody else. I know, Scorpio, don't burn down the village, or drown it as you like, as this, freeze it if you like, as this is against free will. Do not judge others too quickly or harshly. Relax a little and rise, and that's the thing. You know, they float on their back, right? A little partner, right? And floating along, cracking oysters open on their bellies and doing oyster shots. He said in the other ring, man, oyster shots. A lot of people don't like oysters. I grew up on Long Island. An oyster in a shot glass with like really good vodka and a dash of something like salsa or whatever, chutney if you're into it, just off the scale. I don't drink that much that often, but I do love me some oyster shots. Let me read you a little bit about the sea otter in terms of its magic. This book goes into the species and all of that. It's amazing. In almost every culture that has mythos around otters, they are seen as highly magical, intelligent, and certainly transformative creatures. And come on, let's face it, element of water, right? Go there. When you are doing magical workings, to transform yourself from one state to another, their energy will be welcome. Otter magic also encourages you to let go of your burdens and be lighter. There's a shadow read, shadow to light, right? Remember what it is like to float on your back. I do. Oh, do I ever. Tense up and you sink. The more you relax, the higher you rise. That's beautiful. This is beautiful. Particularly for a visionary. Look, I know what it's like to have a vision and be like, I don't even know how to language this, let alone who the hell I would tell this stuff to. That's why I do it in prayer. That's where it's coming from. Usually, sometimes I say the right prayer, the right day, and whew, visions everywhere. But maybe some drops to drink. Particularly with the sea otter. This could be a lot of fun. This could be a lot of fun as you untangle neglect. Just Scorpios, be goofy with the untangling neglect. Have fun with it, right? Try that. Be light about it. I approve of myself. You know, lock the doors. You know, draw the blinds, right? Just shut off your cell phone and bury it under the bed, so no one will ever know that you are goofing around the house, untangling neglect, and then going into inner knowing. That's lovely. And think about what a recharge that would be come that new moon in Taurus. 2 more cards left. Our card number 7 is the Archangel Fire Oracle by Alexandra Wenman. Finhorn Press. Everyone has access to archangels. I've been teaching this stuff since the 90s. Your higher self is often seen as a guardian angel. Guardian angels belong to holographic conglomerates, whatever you want to call it, families, groups called archangels. Like, think like Noah's Ark, an ark of angels. So everyone has access, but not everyone knows the PIN code, and they don't show up unless you ask, right? They do not. There's a law of cosmic non-intervention. It's very Star Trek Prime Directive. So they already know, but they can't help unless you call. So let's see who you could call. Watching you, Melchior. Please take a nice deep breath. Mother's third eye can swivel. Still point. I freaking love you, cat. So much. This is my life, folks. It is essentially a text A cartoon. One more time. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. My heart is wide open. There are no mistakes. As I call upon the pantheons of Archangel, wow, talk about lightening it up. Please, beloved pantheons of archangels, for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, we're guided to this reading. Who is the archangel waiting in the wings with their wings, with the oracle message, as well as the support if they just but ask, to help them alchemize the visionary in the 8th, Libra on the inner, Chariot on the outer, removing obstacles with inner knowing, untangling neglect, taking the time to give themselves all the approval they desire, with the magic of the sea otter for transformation, which is really their thing. Come on, it's playful water. This, they're full to new. Fuel, P-H-U-E-L, is a mermaid. No, I love this deck. They're very, very multicultural. They take the archangels and put them in these different cultural faces, mass cultures, whatever you want to call it. Fuel, I'm gonna get closer. Don't worry, I got pants on. I'm always wearing all black when I do shadow reads, and I got my jeans on. Look! No, I will still never understand why in the world Disney called the Little Mermaid Ariel. Ariel is the archangel of lions, and then she's not a lionfish, although you never know. Fish. Card number 19. I have a lot of fun with Scorpio reads. I gotta say, you're also down and dirty. That is kind of the only way, is like lighten up. And that's the point, really, of these shadow reads, right? Cleansing is the key word. Fuel, P-H-U-E-L, Hong Kong Fuel. Sorry, number one super guy. P-H-U-E-L, cleansing. Gentle flowing Fuel is the angel of waters, and her role is to help cleanse the planet and ourselves of any debris, toxins, negative vibrations, and emotions. But you gotta feel it to heal it. You know that by now. You can't do the Of Course in Miracles says, like, point blank, the gods, I make it pagan, the gods cannot heal you will not acknowledge. So how do you acknowledge it? Yeah, I'm feeling that way. No, you gotta go into it. You gotta feel it. I'm sorry, I didn't write the rules, apparently. Fuel works closely with Archangel Ariel. I didn't know that was going to happen. Guardian of nature and the air, to protect and nurture Mother Earth. It's a scorpion lion partnership. Love it. Fuel also helps us to understand and manage our emotions as they ebb and flow, just like the water with the power of the moon. I'm reading the rest of this. The color associated with the angel Fuel is a beautiful shade of turquoise. Like the crystal clear waters, the John waters of the Maldives, or the Caribbean. Oh my God, the Bahamas, Eleuthera. I want to go back. Where was I? I just traveled in time. Okay, there we go. Or the Maldives of the Caribbean. Imagine this flame is alive and fluid like the sea, as the image of her as a mermaid bathing in a crystal clear lagoon. Fuel's light can flow around and through to cleanse every part of your physical and energetic body. Now, you think that would balance you out on the inner with that Libra card? Get your heart open? Not that it's not open. But the heart, that's the truth of who you are. The only thing holding it closed in any way, shape, or form is the shadow, the lead, the illusions of separation. Let's do the message. Allow yourself to be cleansed of all that is no longer serving you in preparation for growth and renewal. If you are contemplating a detox or lifestyle change, this card is validation. You are on the right path, but do your research. Not everything works right. Arise and shine. That's the cleansing program I have done. Woo! It is a lot, but it works. It works. It's a lot. 4-week program. Psyllium and bentonite shakes. Yeah, internal facials, it's a thing. Okay, so look, the amount of water in this spread. Okay, maybe not so visually, but certainly Scorpio, sea otter, and Fuel. I mean, where is the sea otter seeing? Whatever, you know what I mean. Untangling neglect. This is going to set you free so emotionally. It's just, but you're going to give yourself, I'm telling you right now, you're going to say, all right, I've proven myself. I'm good at that. I'm okay with that. I'm really, really good at that. And this is going to happen inside of you. Like, oh no, pain. That might not just be you. That might be you healing the wounds of neglect for everyone on planet Earth because you're a fucking water sign. Transformers, you're more than meets the eye. Stupid. But I'm not going to stop with that joke, I don't think, anytime soon. Let's get our last card down. You made it. The last card. The Blessed Be from Lucy Cavendish. I love her name and I love her work. The prayers in this book are amazing, and that's why, all joking aside, when this card hits the table, I'm going to read it from the bookie book and give it all I got and call upon the pantheons of all pantheons to transmit it. So this is the lead within the gold, the hidden blessing already in place, but also a little light at the end of the tunnel to aim that chariot at, so to speak. Are we ready? I don't know if I'm ready or able, but I'm willing. Let's take a nice deep breath. Still point. Aha. As I call to the pantheons of all pantheons, please, I request a delegation from all traditions, lineages, and cultures for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and who are drawn to this reading. What is the gold hidden within the lead but for the alchemy? The hidden blessing that has always been in play, written into this life, before they ever drew breath in it. What is the gold within the lead? The hidden blessing for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video to help them alchemize the visionary in the 8th, Libra on the inner, chariot on the outer, inner knowing, removing obstacles, untangling neglect, taking the time to give themselves all the approval they desire, transforming with the magic of the sea otter, and the emotional cleansing of Fuel. This, there, full, to new, a blessing on a home, and Leo got that. These are a little bit easier to remember because they are so intense and the prayers go through me. And the great thing about sending out blessings and prayers is they got to go through your energy field first. That's why I do this over and over and over again. I am a Virgo, did I mention? I'm also a Pisces moon, and that's why I love me some Scorpios. Card number 10. This is a beautiful prayer. I think you will like this. Oh, we overshot, though. Undershot. Dr. Undershot. Card cannot resist the Terry Pratchett. Like I said, we're doing this for real. At the end of reading this, it says, Blessed be. I'll do for the well-being of all and all that. I'll knock 3 times. The music will begin. Underworld Catwalk, that thing is called. Thank you, Jenna Grace. And then we'll talk about during the circle and some of the cool stuff that's happening if you want to chill. But for now, feline intervention. Hi, good timing. Horrible interruption, but that's okay. You're a Taurus. I know. Go lay down, my angel. The Zigga Zigga Ah is on the way as soon as I figure out what that means to you. Go on, go lay down. You want to chill? Will you behave? We see how the good time to get it before the still point. Oh, please take a nice deep breath. Motherhood. Still point. I think more pantheons of pantheons just showed up because of Milky. Oh, pantheons of the divine, please transmit. I surrender my will to you, one and all. A blessing on a home. Pam. Really. A blessing for a home with protective presence, a creative field within which you can thrive and be reborn night after night, day after day. Oh, I'm seeing the house, honey. May the walls of your home hold strong against the influences of the world outside. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Within the walls and beneath the sheltering roof of your home, may you find privacy and comfort and freedom to be who you are when all about you falls away and there are no more eyes to watch you going for that inner knowing. May you have comfort, good food, nourishing rest, healing, quiet, true friends, ladies' night, who come and go in ways that bring you both joy and companionship. May you go in ways that bring you both joy. Oh, may you offer hospitality freely and gladly. See otter. And may the blessings you offer be returned in the opening of homes to you in return. May the borders of your home be protected and guarded by angels, and within its spaces, may there be a place for intimacy, connection, friendship, privacy, conversations, calm, and the roar of laughter, the soft fall of tears, and the quiet peace of hope. May your life take shape within your home. May there be births, and when deaths come, let them be kind ones. Let the home you create become the very essence of what home can be, and may it in return offer you your body, your soul, the utmost nourishing of spaces between the worlds. Well, oh, Scorpio, blessed be. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. So would it be. So it is. Visionary, bringing it into balance, charging forward, but into inner knowing, untangling neglect, taking the time to give themselves the approval, all the approval they desire, with the transformation of otter magic. Relax and rise, calling upon the Archangel Fuel for emotional cleansing, to be at home within your own skin, to be at home within your own home, and to have it be a blessing upon all the world. What a wonderful read. I'm very, very happy this read because it feels gentle yet very, very powerful. So if you liked it, please like it and hit the thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment if you like as you like, because all of that helps other Scorpios and the cross-watchers find this reading, because that's how logarithms and algorithms work apparently, but we don't have them. Over on Patreon, if you sign up for one of my subscription levels, you get everything in that level of subscription since I started creating on Patreon, and you can get a nice discount on a private session, live or in person. About it, we will negotiate it for sure, but there is so much going on over there on Patreon that I highly recommend. The daily check-ins are a delight. The extended readings are a lot of work, but I love doing them. So I take a moment, feel it out. If your gut says yes, just go click the link and see if you are drawn, because for $3 a month as a seeker, my darlings, you get quite a nice discount, and you can see that in the link in the description box to the YouTube video booking private sessions with Mal. And it was a Scorpio sister who recommended that, and I am truly grateful and truly thankful for her. As a matter of fact, I am truly grateful and truly thankful for all the Scorpios in my life, because I love you. And if I didn't make that go away, go away. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. The most important thing, my darling, is that you are worthy of all the approval your heart's desires, so give it to yourself. You can do this, and nobody needs to know. So hang in there. Do the shadow work. Reach out. I'm here if you need help. Do your best. Do the alchemy. Heal. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed.